When your partner dismisses your dreams, should that be a red flag? Let's listen along and drop your thoughts in the comment section.
When your partner dismisses your dreams, should that be a red flag? You're talking about something that lights you up, a dream, a goal, a vision that's been living inside you for months, maybe years. You're finally brave enough to share it out loud, to share it with the one person who is supposed to be in your corner. And instead of encouragement, you get a sigh, a smirk, a sarcastic, good luck with that. Or worse, they don't even look up from their phone. In that moment, something shifts. It's subtle, but you feel it. Like a curtain being pulled over a part of you they refuse to see. And you start to wonder, not just if they believe in your dream, but if they really understand you at all. So let's talk about it. When your partner dismisses your dreams, should that be a red flag? The answer is yes. And not just because it hurts, but because what it reveals about your relationship runs deeper than you think. But before we go all the way in, take a second to subscribe and follow us across all social media platforms. The space is about honesty, healing, and hard conversations, especially the ones that make us question what we've accepted as normal. So stick with me to the end, because I will be asking a question that might just help someone watching this make one of the most important decisions of their life. Now, back to the moment. When someone you love dismisses your dream, it doesn't just feel insulting, it feels intimate, like they've rejected a sacred part of you. Because dreams aren't just fantasies, they're expression of identity and purpose. They reflect how you see the world, how you want to show up in it, and who you believe you can become. So when your partner minimizes that, it hits in a place deeper than words. At first, you might brush it off. They didn't mean it, or they didn't mean it like that. They're just being realistic. They had a bad day, and yes, sometimes that's true. But when it becomes a pattern, a consistent resistance to your ideas, your hopes, or your plans, it's no longer just a moment, it's a message. One that says, I don't see what you see. I don't believe in what you believe. I don't think you can be who you want to be. Now, that message, spoken or unspoken, is dangerous. Not because it breaks your heart all at once, but because it breaks your spirit slowly. It makes you question yourself, doubt your instincts, wonder if you've been foolish or dreaming too big or wanting too much. And eventually you stop sharing those parts of yourself. You stay quiet, you play small, you shrink, not just to avoid conflicts, but to survive the disappointment of being misunderstood. And that's where emotional disconnection begins in a relationship. It doesn't start with a fight, it starts with silence. The silence that creeps in when one person is no longer feeling safe to be fully seen. Now that's the cost of consistent dismissal. It trains you to hide, to deem, to disconnect. But let's pause here and be honest. Not every partner who challenges your dream is toxic. Sometimes people raise questions because they care, because they want to succeed or they want you to succeed. There is a difference between someone who says, I'm worried about how you play or pay the bills while pursuing this or that, versus someone who says, that's stupid. Now, don't waste your time. One comes from concern and the other comes from contempt. And contempt kills connection. Because the foundation of a healthy relationship is mutual respect. It is not just about physical attraction or shared routines. It's about valuing each other's minds, believing in each other's potential, each other's dreams, being the kind of person who can say, I don't fully get it, but I support you. That support doesn't always look like clapping from the front row. Sometimes it looks like listening, asking questions and holding space, saying if it matters to you, then I'll stand beside you while you get after it. That kind of belief is sacred. And when it's missing, something vital dies in a relationship. Because when your dreams are constantly ignored, mocked, or dismissed, it eventually leads to resentment. And resentment that poisons how you see them, how you feel around them, how honest you're willing to be. And then the love begins to erode, not because you stopped caring, but because you started hiding. Midway checking. If this is hitting home, drop a comment or share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're still with me, make sure you follow us across all platforms. These are the moments we unpack every week. Quiet heartbreaks, emotional roadblocks, and the choices that define our future. Now, let's go deeper. Dismissal of dreams is also a reflection of mindset. Some people can't support your vision because they've never made peace with their own unfulfilled potential. Your ambition threatens their comfort. Your excitement reminds them of the risk they were too afraid to take. And so they project that fear onto you, disguised as logic or advice. But if you look closely, it's not really about you at all. It's about them. Their wounds, their insecurities, their past, their limited view of what's possible. But here is the thing, you are not responsible for shrinking yourself to suit someone else's fear. Your vision deserves to breathe. It deserves to be spoken out loud, even if it makes the room uncomfortable. Because the right partner doesn't need to fully understand your dream to respect it. In fact, the right partner sees you dreaming and leans in. They ask questions not to poke holes, but to understand your heart. And they don't always have the answers, but they bring encouragement. They help you brainstorm, they cheer you on when things get hard, and they never make you feel silly or caring deeply about something that matters to you. Now, imagine the opposites. You're constantly made to feel like your ideas are too much, like your hopes are naive, like your desires are inconvenient distractions from real life. Over time, you stop dreaming, not because you stop believing in yourself, but because the person beside you never did. And that, more than anything, can quietly kill the emotional intimacy of the relationship. Because love isn't just about showing up for the good times. It is about standing beside someone when they're reaching for the unknown. It's about saying, even if you fall, I'll be here. And if your partner can't do that, if they consistently tear you down, what you're trying to build, then yes, that is a red flag, a big one. It signals a lack of emotional safety, a lack of curiosity, a lack of willingness to grow together. And without those things, even the strongest love can start to wither, like a plant. So what do you do if this is your reality? Start with an honest conversation. Tell them how it makes you feel when they dismiss your ideas. Don't accuse, just share. Use words like, when I tell you about my dreams and you brush them off, I feel unsupported. See how they respond. If they lean in, if they apologize, if they ask how they can do better, that's growth. That's partnership. But if they laugh, get defensive, or turn the blame back on you, that's a problem. Because the willingness to honor your dreams is not just a relationship bonus, it's a relationship requirement. Without it, you're not growing together, you're just coexisting. And coexistence isn't love, it's survival. So yes, when your partner dismisses your dreams, take notice. Don't ignore that tightness in your chest. Don't minimize that sense of sadness. Your dreams matter. Your voice matters. and your future deserves someone who treats it with care. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had your dreams dismissed by someone you loved? How did it make you feel? And what did you do? Or are you currently navigating these dilemmas in silence, unsure whether it's worth staying or walking away? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your story could help someone else find the clarity they've been searching for. And don't forget to subscribe and follow us across all platforms for more important relationship conversations that challenge, inspire, and reflect real life. We go deep into the questions that matter, the truth that hurts, and the insights that help you grow stronger, love better, and choose wisely. Thanks for watching, and let's keep this conversation going. See you in the next episode.
Every episode leaves a lesson. Thanks for watching, and bye.